co-working places in Italy. So green economy is turning to sharing, collaborative, open source, digital economy. Thanks also to Web 2.0. Obviously, technology is helpful, but the most important thing is the network, the communities. People pushed by economic crisis are, in a way, getting together to solve problems, to work things out. Green economy, as Marino Cavallo mentioned, is turning to blue economy. At the beginning, green economy was aimed at reducing emission, reducing waste. Blue economy aims at zero waste, zero emission, by imitating nature, imitating natural processes. And it's turning to a smart economy as well. I mean smart economy, I mean smart technology, smart citizen, and smart use. If I buy an eco lamp, but I let it on all day long, that makes no sense. Green marketing is turning to corporate social responsibility. It's not only a matter of selling green products, but rather creating a green culture and being concerned with the local community in which enterprise operate. Over the past 2 days, we visited a couple of three industrial areas. The one from yesterday, as far as I remember, they are planning for the future to have much more connection with the local community, to sell energy, but to create a sort of partnership with the local community. It is getting more and more important, this aspect. Green consumers are going to be mainstream. Evermore, we express a vote when we buy something. We can boycott an enterprise that we consider not green at all, but we can boycott a brand that we consider green and accomplishing with the green policies. We likely become green prosumers thanks to the Web 2.0. We often, in a way, we collaborate with brands to make new products, brand new products, green products often. Well, as citizens are ever more get connected with the nature and through the nature. We have a few examples here, like community gardens that are ever more spread, and the countryside co-housing, as well as the biomarkets. Nevertheless, what's still missing is a global approach to sustainability issues, a global governance concerning such issues, a real and concrete commitment by developed countries, a green vision for the future. In my opinion, shale gas, and not only my opinion, shale gas, clean coal, tar sand are not the answer. And what is missing most is a shared social responsibility. And what should be avoided, among others, are like the greenwashing. As I said before, it's not only about selling green products, it's about creating a green culture. A lot of companies, for example, produce green products, but they have not a green policy. They don't pay attention to the entire life cycle of the products. And most likewise important is the active participation of the citizen. And what should be avoided first is are the incentives to fossil fuels. But first of all, let's never forget that our economic system, in order to work, requires the support of ecological systems, while the opposite is not true. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Umberto. Didn't expect to be arrived to a blue economy. It's quite a surprise, but it's a very interesting, yes. I would like to invite Eurydice now from the University of Algarve.
Hello, I'm Eurydice. I'm from the University of Algarve. I'm colleague of Hugo Barros, who told you about the roles of the university and also the roles of our division, that is the division of entrepreneurship and technological transfer. We whenever it's possible, we like to participate and being involved in European projects related to the sectors that we related to our main sectors and our main concerns. And green economy and efficiency, energy efficiency, sustainable development is one of our major concerns. So we participate in European projects, and because MER project is a project of capitalization results from other projects, and also to establish links between projects, I think that is important to know about the other projects, as we already heard Ludovic talking about eco-funding, that we are also involved in this partnership, and also Marino told about Eco CSP MET project, and I think it's really a challenge to link, because not only for being involved, it's not enough to capitalize the projects. So I'm just talking a little bit very shortly about these 4 projects related to energy. Eco-funding, Energia, Smart in Med, and wider. Eco-funding was very well explained by our colleague Ludovico, and this is the partnership. The lead partner is the Council of Chambers of the Valencia region. The main purpose is to obtain a platform of financial resources that link investors and entrepreneurs, so it's really related to financial engineer mechanisms or innovative solutions to finance green companies. These are the main activities: capitalization, transnational platform, that is very important in the project, and some pilot actions, and searching eco-innovation funding opportunities. Energia is other MET projects much more dedicated to create friendly environment for entrepreneurship in the renewable energy sector. So it's also not only related to financing, but business support and advice to new companies and entrepreneurship, and to develop tools and cooperation methodologies. These are the main activities, cooperation culture and pilot action as well. Smart in Med is more related with innovation and development capacities and the cooperation between research centers and intermediary bodies, and is also focused in smart specialization in the regions. So it's more related with governments, with business strategies to enhance value chains across energy cluster. And yes, government policy optimization and participatory governance. The partnership is, the lead partner is the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. So they have already, or this has already a Facebook. And wider is coordinated by SVIMS, Sviluppo Marche region. And it's about eco-smart housing for elderly people. It has to do with building, and this project is a little bit more complex than the others. It has some activities. The pilot activities has very curious things that are the EcoSmart Innovation Vouchers for SMEs. So we will launch a contest for innovation providers related to eco-smart buildings for elderly people. And these are the links, LinkedIn and Facebook. And well, as I started, I think this is really our challenge to achieve synergies and collaborations. And we can start by linking websites and also inviting people for workshops. And well, we have to also imagine and try to get to establish connects and increasing connections because all of us work for the same purpose. So thank you.
Yes, of course. So we will be waiting for your news for participating in the contest of your projects or questionnaires. Thank you. So yes, Stefano Munoz from representing the Malta Intelligent Energy Agency.
Hello everybody, I'm Stefano Munoz. As I'm introduced this presentation, I would like to present to you a small overview of the areas that we selected for the MER project, of the 3 areas that we would like to develop inside the project. I will do an Ignite presentation for the first time, so let's laugh together. Okay, if it starts. Oh, yeah, it's not working. Okay, the 3 areas that we would like to show you is the Mosta Technopark, Bulabella Industrial Estate, and Halfara Industrial Estate. Malta is a very young country. It was under the Great Britain until 1964, and now it is a republic. And as you see in this image, it's an archipelago that is mostly a urban area. It's not really true, but the density of population inside Malta is very, very high. It's the 7th country in the world, and the industry started in the 60s, and now there is a process of renovation of industrial procedures and also of the industrial sites. Now at the 5th of the country, the industrial production contribute for the 5th part of the country GAP, and also there is 22,000 people employed in this sector. This is the surface of the industrial land that we have now in Malta. And Malta Enterprise is the national agency that promotes the development of industrial process and industrial areas. And also with Malta Industrial Parks, that is the agency, the company that develop physically the sites. So, as you see, the Malta Industrial Parks is responsible for planning, policy, and infrastructure, common infrastructure for the sites. This is the Halfara Industrial Estate. This is the largest industrial estate in Malta. It was on the airport, a military airport, until many years ago, and now is converted to an industrial site. These are is the biggest because we have 73 enterprises in this area, and these are the main sector. Of course, as you know, in Malta, the main sector, economic sector, is tourism, is not industry. So now they're trying to develop this new feature. So, as I show you in this picture, we are trying to renovate the sites, mainly the sites, with new pavement, environmental issues, or introduction of PV panels for reduce the energy consumption. This is the Bulabella Industrial Estate, that is the 2nd largest. As you see, is a very established industrial area, and also in this area we have the important industry, and the flagship Maltese industry are site in this area. And we would like to join together and introducing the MER project to develop the strategies for the new years. This is some of the works, because mainly we work in the renovation of the sites, as I said before, and join together with the managing authority of each site. This is a new one, is a small one, but it's a techno park, so with different ambition, specialized in high-tech manufacturing. Okay, we can go. So also in the Mosta Techno Park, we work on rainwater collection, in waste collection, in energy efficiency lighting. So we work a lot on the building and not in the managing. So what we would like, this is the legislation that we have now in Malta, that everything is developed by the Planning Act, that is a national act, and also by MEPA, that is a National Energy Agency for Environment and Planning. And so they manage the construction of the site and environmental assessment. But we don't have a specific legislation related to the industrial development. And so we're very happy to be inside this project because it's what we would like to focus on, to arrive to define new lines for the future in these themes. We have some strengths points that we have a tenant association for the areas, that there are a lot of new initiative, positive initiative in Malta, but we have also some weakness point. So this lack of legislation is very important, and the definition of standards is a very lack that we would like to solve, and also the monitoring, the environmental monitoring. So the opportunities that we would like to get in the next years is to use in a better way the RDF funds, and also we are working right now in the cultural aspects and also in the new green strategies. So there is what we have that is a rich point, that there is a growing awareness in the Maltese island, but we have to do more. We have to do more, especially in the managing aspects. So thank you a lot. If you need some more information, please ask.
Thank you, Stefano. I would have one question for you, actually. No, it's a simple one, because we have had a study visit yesterday around some industrial area here in Friuli-Venezia Giulia, and as far as I know, also from previous projects, the main difficulties encountered by the industrial areas in Europe, but also in the Balkans and other countries, is that there is the lack of a central managing structure. So this is the same, you have the same problem, or the Maltese industrial areas we have seen right now have a centralized management, a decisional body?
They have, in some cases, they have a centralized decision structure. Is the tenants organization, but we have to improve the connection between Malta Enterprise, that is the national agency that try to attract the investments in Malta, and also to foster the investment that grow inside the island. And so we have to make a new connection, more strict, because they manage the area, but they are not connected with a channel to go abroad to improve the investments.
In the next study visit, maybe they should be invited to participate.
Yes,
to see.
I've not said this. We try to have here some representative this time of the Malta Enterprise, and also from the Ministry of Business and Economics, because they are very interested. Our president, Mr. Jasmine Schwerb, met them 2 weeks ago. They are very interested with this project, and we hope in the next study visit to have largest delegation from Malta.
Yeah, it is not. It was not a critic, but I mean, if the structure is so, it's not so strong, maybe it is useful for them to see how it works and
yes,
why it works.
They are very, very interested, also at the ministry level. Now, last year there was a changement after 20 years in the politics and in the ministry, and so there is very young ministry.